homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today we're going to talk about establishing a hayfield. Now, 6 years ago I established a hayfield on a 2-acre section of College Hill Farm. That hayfield, well, it's right over here. Let me show you. It goes from the tree line back there all the way up to the barn, all the way to the other tree line at this side, and then all the way to the other side of the barn. It's right at 2 acres, and every year now that it's well established, I get somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 to 2,500 pounds of hay off that 2 acres. Could I get more? Yeah, I probably could. But that was enough for me. But now I needed to expand that, and what I've got behind me here is another acre plot. Okay, it goes from the tree line back here all the way down to our blackberry thicket in this area. So what I did last year was I mowed this all the way down to the ground. I mean, I put the bush hog down, and there were plenty of places that it scalped the dirt. So then I came back and I sowed various grass seed. I put perennial rye in there. I put tall fescue. I added timothy and orchard grass. And then I also added clover, red and white clover. I added some I can't think of the name of it now. But it's kind of like a weed. But it'll keep coming back year after year, and animals love it. But now, behind me, what you see, what I tried to do is let the grasses go to seed. Like this. Okay? That's went to seed. It's ready for the seeds to just pop out. If you shake it, they just pop right out. So, but what I didn't want is for stuff like this Joe Pye weed to go to seed. Well, it's not. I want to cut that down before it goes to seed. And the weeds in here, I want to get them cut down before they go to seed. See, this old stuff is about to bloom. This poison hemlock. I want to cut that down before it goes to seed. But you can see the grasses out there kind of getting silvery, golden waves of grain. I want to cut those down, but the weeds haven't seeded yet. I haven't gone to seed completely, so I want to get those cut down so that they can't go to seed, and knock the grass seed off so that it will seed even better. So I'm going to go ahead and get at that. This is the second year, so you can see that there's a lot of grass out there, but there's still a lot of weeds. It'll take you 2 or 3 years to get that weed load down. So I'm going to go ahead and get at that and get this mowed down, and then we'll come back and talk some more. Okay, I didn't time it, probably about 40 minutes to an hour. took me to mow that acre. Now, you can mow hay with a bush hog. Growing up, that's all we ever had, and we had a bush hog that the side came off, and it would throw the hay out to the side. But my bush hog didn't have that, and I thought about cutting a door, but I just didn't worry about it. It throws it out the back. Now, this is the hay from 2 days ago. A lot of folks say, well, it cuts it short and it chops it up, and okay, there's a whole bunch of that being said. But I'm here to tell you that the hay is just fine. There's plenty of leaf in it, plenty of leaf left. You can look at this that's been cut up. There's plenty of leaf. There's plenty of seed heads held full. See, that's almost a full stalk. So the hay is done real good, does just fine with a bush hog. It doesn't do any worse than what if you had a hay conditioner. Okay, those of you who cut hay, you know what a hay conditioner is, that it cuts the hay and then it mashes it to break these stems up so it dries faster. Well, we don't have that problem here in central Kentucky. Cutting the hay with a bush hog is just fine. Now, if you want to see how we do it complete, we have a series on the channel called Cutting Hay in Small Acreages. Now, every time you mow this, you need to make sure that you mow it before the weeds go to seed. You know, we waited for the grass seed to go to seed, and the weeds hadn't gone to seed yet, because that's the way it is in the spring. The weeds won't be to seed, but the grass will go to seed. So now, from here on out, I'm going to keep this mowed low for the rest of the year. Now, it takes about 3 years doing that. After about 3 years, you've really cut down on the number of weeds in your hay, and that will help you get a good quality yield of hay. Now, if you like this stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes 1, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. Now, if you hit the little bell when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing.